What are my orders, Chief? Damn, I'm glad you're here.
Vehicle delivery confirmed, Chief.
We've got an HVT nearby, Chief. The Hunter Bond brother pair called Myriad. They're two of the most dangerous hunters known to the UNSC. Watch your back.
Not yet. It's just a bit closer. No! No, not just yet. I'm looking for some friends of mine. And you, my friends, will tell me where to find them.
For all of the crew. Now it's just down to us and the target. Go get him. Chief. Myriad won't be terrorizing the ring any longer. Those things took out 2 whole Spartan 4 fire teams, but they were no match for you.
Acquisition confirmed. On the way with your hardware.
We'll need more data to reconstruct the Forerunner sequence. Let's find the remaining beacons.
A lot of them. Sorrel, come in. I got eyes on a massive deployment of Banished. A ton of hardware. Excavation equipment. Stone's intel was right. They found something.
The monitor. They have to be looking for the monitor.
I think you're right. They're moving in numbers we haven't seen since the Reverie fell. If they get the monitor, they'll control the ring.
Not if we get to it first.
How do you propose we do that?
We stall their progress, sabotage their machines, disrupt their supply lines. But they'll cut through the steel eventually, and when they do...
We make our move. It's not like the other rings. We're in uncharted territory. My route topside is cut off, so I'm going further in. I'll find another way out. I picked up a UNSC signal from deeper in the facility. Maybe it's a... Damn it. I'm not alone here. Got transmission.
This is Spartan Vettel of Fireteam Taurus to all UNSC transmitters in range. I tracked down Griffin's last location, before he went offline. I know where he went, where he was taken. He's been taken to the tower. And we know what happens there. The facility's heavily guarded, but if I can take one of those transport skiffs, I might be able to slip in. I'm not going to let Griffin die in chains, but I've been on this ring long enough to know that victory is not guaranteed. To all remaining UNSC on Zeta Halo, we don't give up. We never stop fighting, no matter what happens.
some beacons left to find before the Forerunner sequence is complete. Which one's next? Forces eliminated. FOB Hotel ready for liberation.
Looks like we might have an available bird. 80 meters at 9 o'clock. Captain, we'll have to make this quick.
I appreciate the caution, Spartan, but this isn't my first rodeo.
Understood, sir. But I did make the chief a promise.
Fair enough. On your mark, Spartan Griffin.
There we go. Another FOB is ours. This one was built on one of the most active battlegrounds in the first 48 hours of the war. UNSC and Banished records both suggest that it was absolute chaos. It raged all over, but nowhere quite as intensely as the island just north of us, where we got shot down, you might recall.
I just picked up a new FOB on the network. You're doing right? Holler if you need anything. Order received, Chief. Stand by for delivery.
HVT nearby, Chief. Ordo Mall, one of the most lethal assets they've got. He's not going to go down easy, but taking him out will...
Your head's down now. Shouldn't we go along with him? You kidding? I ain't going anywhere near that mining laser. Not unless...
On the tunnel.
Yeah, big group of Banished just went inside. Didn't see Escherun, but he might already be in there. So, 2 of us against all of them, huh?
I like those odds. It's not going to be easy, but it's the only move we have left. We find the monitor before they do.
Backup would have been nice.
It's just us now, Miko. We have to make do. Time to move. How's the distraction coming?
Stand by. Let's go.
wrap on the target. Let's clean up the rest of them. That did it, Chief. The so-called Wraithmaster won't be causing the UNSC any more trouble. He was one of Escherum's most trusted lieutenants. The Banished took a big loss today. We'll need more data to reconstruct the Forerunner sequence. Let's find the remaining beacons. I'm picking up a UNSC distress signal not far from this location. Reinforcements. Still alive on this ring because of you, Chief. Keep it up. This is hard to explain.
Try me.
There's a profound regret woven through everything I can decipher. Grief, even. Tens of thousands of years old, and the sorrow still feels fresh. This installation has a troubled memory. That was the last one. It's tragic. A civilization that had it all under control. Until they didn't. There's so much here. It feels kind of like a confession. Imagine needing to carve your apology onto an eternal slate. But not to say sorry, to warn, to confess.
Sounds familiar.
It does, doesn't it? Chief, there's a high-value target in range. The banished chieftain Engedin. Be careful if you go after him. Going by his rap sheet, he's pretty dangerous, even for a chieftain. Handles the target. Let's get the rest of the squad. Threat eliminated. We just put down one of the worst monsters to ever plague the UNSC. The Banished get weaker with every HVT we take out. Keep it up, Chief. Still have some beacons left to find before the Forerunner sequence is complete. Which one's next? There's a beacon nearby. We should check it out. out of the woods. Give me a second. There we go.
Highly unusual. I have moved Installation 07 into sufficient range of their homeworld. Delegates are en route. From both sides. A necessary contingency, considering these unique circumstances. The Council has also provided me with an additional and curious directive. We must understand the extent of what their kind can truly endure. There are facilities on this ring quite ideal for conducting such tests. It is time for the silent auditorium to serve purpose once more.
This won't take long. Just one more to go, right? This will...
Status. Status. What happened?
Chief, something pushed back. Scanned me. It's gone now.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Probably some sort of security protocol. It's nothing. Let's go get the last one.
Are you two okay? What happened in there?
I don't know. Something scanned me.
Something?
Probably fine.
Probably?
Or not.
Really?
Don't worry. We can handle it.
Ready when you are, Chief.
Order received, Chief. Stand by for delivery.
done here. I know of a certain supply crate with a couple bottles of... Behind you. Damn it, he cloaked. You still with me?
Yeah, I'm good. Where'd he go?
I am near, Spartans. I am near.
Go. Leave this to me.
No, I can't do that.
Find him under. I'll be right behind you.
You better be, Nico.
Now then, where were we?
You were about to die screaming.
In a banished base. That's not good. Let's move.
As expected, it's another ring totem. That's the source of the signal. Looks like the Banished are trying to transport it off-site. They must have plans for it. Possibly research.
Can't let that happen. We need to take this operation offline.
Agreed. We need a weakness to exploit. And for that, we need access to the outpost's systems. Get me to that control console. Fuel silos currently refueling their transport. If we destroy it, it'll take the transport along with it and bring this operation to a halt. I've enabled a system-wide security lift. Find a way to raise that silo.
Come on, Chief. My trigger finger's itchy. Time to stretch my legs.
Much better. Back at it.
powering down, and that transport is toast. Escherum's research efforts on these artifacts just ground to a halt. For all he's learned about this ring, total control is still out of his reach. We've got to keep it that way. The data we've been gathering is fascinating, but still incomplete. One more beacon and we can bust that spire wide open.
Rosado, you hear me? I can't get a clear view on what they're loading into the Phantoms. I can get confirmation on the signal spikes for detecting. You're right. It's Forerunner. That explains the high security. Good work, Jade. I'm suddenly less interested in what the Banished are transporting and more interested in the destination. Time to hitch a ride? Stowing away on that Phantom would be simpler than breaking through all that security. I don't like it, but that seems like the only viable option. That's a truly awful plan. Oh, don't worry. As soon as we're clear of Banished airspace, I'm commandeering the Phantom and coming to pick you up. I completed a perimeter circuit around that cliffside outpost. We confirmed the presence of Forerunner tech. Those same ring-shaped artifacts we've seen elsewhere. The Banished are studying them, harvesting samples, sending them to God knows where. Spartan Rosado and I were curious where they were going, so we kind of sort of hijacked the Banished transport they've been loading up. Autopilot's taking us away from the ridge to an unknown destination. As soon as we know where these samples are headed, what Escherum wants with them, we'll let you know.